What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Wednesday's Random. I am your girl, Her, and we is back. So, um, let me see where I'm at. So basically, we took a week off. We definitely took a week off because let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so let me back up. All right, so first of all, hey everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Let's start there. The second thing is, y'all know how, so if you've been following me since, I think it's January. So if you've been following Wednesday's Random, you know that I had a situation where I was unhappy with my 9 to 5. I was unhappy with it. And I went through a series of emotions as far as inactions, as far as going off on people, setting up meetings, having this woe is me moment, what is going on, my characters being questioned, to me accepting what was happening to me and understanding that I said in my previous videos, like, there's always something to learn in chaos, and that's what I was going through. And I said I was gonna silence myself in the month of January to hear whatever it is that God was trying to tell me to do in regards to my position, to my 9 to 5. And so I ain't gonna hold y'all though. God spoke, and He spoke in a major way. And the week that I took off is because I started a whole different opportunity. I accepted another position with another company. And I couldn't even be happier I can't be happier for this opportunity. Like, it's a great opportunity, endless possibilities. And I'm just excited. I'm definitely excited about it. The people I work with are what's up from the top down. So like, I so appreciate that. Certain things that I was looking for in team members and managers and supervisors and superiors, I am seeing that I am receiving that, just by the things that they say and do, without me even having to really go and search and find it. Like, it's really been a thing. So I'm super grateful for that. I feel like this is the ram in the bush, you know what I'm saying? Like, opportunity. And I'm just excited. I'm excited because it is it is a permanent remote situations, but it actually is so fire in the building and stuff that I low-key want to go to work. And that's not even something that I was on, like, for real. Like, no. But so I say that to say this, like, me just even telling myself, like, one of my homegirls, me and her we have been talking every morning because we both were in a similar situation. So we kind of relied on each other to, like, vent and get things out of our system. And at the same time, we both received different opportunities in our careers. And it's so funny because she said something that I continuously say, is she said nowadays manifestation is happening faster now. And I'm noticing that the things that I really did say, once I stopped, I say it's a woe it's me moment, but yeah, once I stopped really having a woe it's me moment and started being like, okay, well, why is this happening to me? And what is it that I need to do, and let me chill and let me really just focus and silence myself and find out why this is happening. And stuff started getting better in my previous position, as far as like communication with my manager and stuff like that. We was actually really cool. We actually started to really communicate, and then this happened. So but there was, I mean, there was still a couple things, like the person that I um was having issues with, or was having issues with me, I guess, like that kind of ramped up but I don't have to, like, I don't have to deal with that. So that's just that. So I super appreciate that experience. I appreciate, um, yeah, I do. And one thing about it was, I talked about, like, so the topic here, or the thing that we're going to discuss, is just risk, right? And so I look back on the weeks of going through the transition, because this was like a month long process. From being contacted, the interviews, I had to do several interviews, and then just going through the whole process. This was like over a month long process. And so while I was going through the process of accepting this position, or seeing if I was going to accept the position, because there was like some negotiations involved. Like, I just didn't, my last experience put me in a position where I asked for things that I've never asked before. Like, I took the risk of really being like, well, shoot, if y'all want me, then this is what I require. This is what I want. And I'm glad that I did do that. Like, I am glad that I did that, because I learned to just really vouch for yourself. Because even though I knew that over here, I didn't want to be over here, I knew that I didn't want to start nothing new, or not knowing what that was over there, without really asking for what I really want. You know what I mean? And so I also almost didn't take the risk or the opportunity for this new position, because I felt like maybe I should just be comfortable with the devil that I know. You know what I mean? And I was like, maybe I should just, bet on myself, bet on, the podcast, the other things that I have coming, the book and everything else. Like, just bet on yourself, because my previous position gave me that comfort, right? So I felt like it gave me that comfort to where I could just really focus on myself, and then find a way to find peace and just work through whatever it is that I was going through in that position. Like, just do what you got to do, because that's not what you really want to do. You want to do this. So that's what I was telling myself. Like, and so when this opportunity came up, I'm like, oh, there's going to be new things to learn, new systems to learn. That's going to push me back. That's going to do this. I'm saying I might not have the comfort, because it was up in the air whether or not it was going to be remote, or, if I was going to be going into the office or whatever. And so, I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't want to take the risk. So what I started to do, I went on to, like, I Googled the company. I read reviews. I researched. I did a lot. Like, I did do a lot to kind of ease my, my fear of starting all over, because this would be the third company that I've worked for since moving to Georgia. And I haven't been in Georgia for just years. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Georgia for years, for a couple years, but it ain't been no double digit years. And so, um, and I like stability. I still have that old value, you know what I mean, of liking stability instead of understanding that it's an employee's market. So you move where you're valued at, where you're going to be valued at. You move where it's going to benefit you and your family and your future and your goals and what you have going on. And so, you know, that's what so I fight with the two because I'm used to that old value where you stay at places for quite a few. And then but, but here we are. Here we are. And I'm excited that I took the risk to do something different. This is something that I actually wanted to get back into. So I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be a great opportunity, and I'm just glad that I took the risk. Like I had no idea what was over here, but I'm excited for it. It's a lot to learn. It is a lot to learn. It is a challenge, which I do like. It does throw me out of my comfort zone because when you've done your job for several years, like you do get comfortable. You do get comfortable, and you know how to do your position in and out, shortcuts and everything else. And so now going through this, and one thing I do hate, I hate training. I cannot. Oh, it makes me so sleepy. I don't care how excited I can be about a situation. Like once we start doing training and videos and stuff, I'm like, but yeah, so I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I'm super excited about it. I'm happy. I really am actually really happy. And so, and I'm just looking forward to what's going to come. So every day, with this opportunity, I've been speaking into it. So when I get up in the morning and I get ready for work and everything, like I speak into this position. I do. I speak into this position because of the opportunity of my last situation. Like it just made me look at a lot of stuff different, a lot of things different. Just corporate America is one thing about corporate America is it's going to be corporate America. And I've said that several times, like there's no changing corporate America. Corporate America is going to be corporate America. But you really do have to learn how to get out of it what you want. And that's just that. Because at the end of the day, a company is going to be a company and they're going to get what they need. And if they don't, they're going to move on. You know what I mean? And so with this situation, I'm not going into the situation blindly or just happy to, continue to take care of my livelihood. You know what I mean? Continue to have my my bread and butter. Nah, we're gonna want a different opportunity out of this, even with me still trying to pursue my own dreams, my own goals. I have to also create a goal with this. And so that was another reason why I took the opportunity, is because I saw that the things that I discussed, the things that I talked about, they were very open with me in those discussions. They made it real. They were really honest and transparent about what they could and what they couldn't do. They do offer a lot more than I even asked for. So, and those things were just on GP given. Like, I have honestly, I have somebody already. It's this black woman all day long. Like, it's a black woman in leadership that I'm already looking at. Like, oh yeah, this is my rabbit. This is who, not like who I'm going for to knock her off the stage, because she's dope. But who I will learn from. You know what I mean? Who I will learn from, who would show me the ins and outs, the ropes, and who would, yeah, her work ethic and just how she handles things is similar to how I like to do things. And so just seeing how she moves and interacts and talks and everything else is just something to look forward to. It really is. It's really something to look forward to. So I'm trying to be very strategic in this process, very strategic in this position. But yeah, so yeah. So that's my plan. That is my plan so far. Is that I'm going to continue to get up and manifest this opportunity, so that it could create. There's a lot of opportunities that it can create, even for my own businesses and my own stuff. Like, it can create different opportunities that won't interfere or become unethical or anything like that. With my position. So I'm definitely excited about that. So yeah, guys. So what I've learned in the past, and I've had to be quiet because I, was scared. You be like low key kind of nervous about taking a risk or disturbing your comfortability, because me and Jaden have gotten, it's just me and her. So we have a schedule. She has activities, she has things that she's doing. So I have the luxury of being able to move how I want to move and get her to where she needs to be in my other position, because I've been there for several years. So there's a thing, and then plus they know, like, they have given me that luxury. I'll give them that. When it comes to my child, I can move differently, and I can't say differently than other people. It's just in my situation, I've never had a problem with moving how I need to move when it comes to my child, and that's super important to me. When it comes to these positions, is having that flexibility to be present for my child, and to also still be accountable for the things that I need to do for to cover my position. And so this one is also allowing that. One, it being closer to home. Two, with it being solely remote. And then like the flexibility in the details, even within that. And and then, but lucky y'all, I want to go into the office. Like, it's giving me like I want to dress up. Like I want to go buy some clothes and get cute, and not for nobody in the office. Not for that. Just the atmosphere of the office and where it is, and it's just giving it's just giving that, like, we gotta step up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about that, because I am going to do a little bit of shopping, just to say, hey, girl. So, yeah. What else is going on? What else is going on? I think I'm gonna do this other pop-up shop for my book. I'm still designing. Oh, I do it. So, y'all, I have conflicts. Tell me if you guys have conflicts about this. With me learning to be silent with some things, I've seen a lot of opportunities manifest out of that. And just a lot of ideas and vision manifest better from that than being like, hey guys, I have an announcement, or I have a thing that I want to do, like with giving out the information. And I know it conflicts with, I guess, my journey, right? But I also heard this girl say, like, and she didn't say this per se, I'm paraphrasing, because this is part of what I say as well, but like, living your journey out loud, which I do for Wednesday's Random, is great, right? And it doesn't have to spill every bean, but it just shows a progression. And that's what I want you know, my social medias, my mission and everything is to show Wednesday's Random is just to show a progression of growth. Like without me having to just give every single detail, that you can just see it. And I think that there's more even respectability to it when you kind of watch and you be like, dude, I remember when such and such, or she used to do this or this or that, or she used to do this or that or that. Because, for instance, I'd be watching some of my old videos and some stuff now, and I'm trying to be more conscious of me closing my eyes. Like when I went Jaden and we're on her and Jay, and I am closing my eyes all the time because I'm like, and I think sometimes with her too, I'm closing my eyes because I wouldn't want to choke her. But at the same time, it's just I'm starting to watch what I'm doing. And so, like I said, I know that for myself, right? I know that for myself, and I spoke on that again. And that's just the one thing I wanted to bring up because I've already spoke on that. So yeah, so I guess I don't have any conflict in it. Like I'm gonna move how I need to move when it's as is best for me, because that's the part of it. Me coming on here and speaking my truth and speaking the things that have happened to me, it's just me really keeping a record of my journey and keeping myself accountable, because every week I have to come in, and even some weeks, even the week, I give myself that grace too. Like, no, I'm gonna enjoy the new situation for myself. Like I'm gonna take that in. Like I think it's very important. One thing I have struggled with for a long time is not enjoying my W's, like not really taking it in and really feeling my feels. And that's really a part of the journey, is feeling how you feel in this moment, so that you can really embrace like the stress and the pain of like you, so you can see how it was worth it. Like I didn't even have to stress over that all that time, because what's for me was for me, and it manifested how it needed to, it came out how it needed to come out. And I seen and heard God in the details. Like I can't explain it, but some things that were said, some things that were done, some things that were written, I just go back and think about when I was struggling, and trying to figure out why I was going through so much. And now I'm starting to see those things being complimented or being addressed without me even saying a word. And it's like, God, I should have listened to you a long time ago. But at the same time, I know that I needed to learn that way. I needed to learn that way. And I needed to learn that way so that I know that I really can rely on God. Like I really can trust him. Cause at one point I had total peace, and I just said, you know what is for me will be for me. Whatever's not for me is not going to be for me. But he knows I'm getting out of this situation. Like I'm getting out this situation. And that's all. And that gave me peace. Like to know, it might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. It happened to be over a month later. You know what I'm saying? And that's like that is a long time when you going through it. But there was peace within that. There was peace within that. I wasn't stressing or struggling that whole month. I wasn't. I was just like, it is what it is. You know, I had laughter about it. But I didn't get upset about it. I didn't cry about it. I didn't cuss about it. I didn't yell about it. I just was like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be up out of here. Like, I'm gonna be up out of here. And so, I'm super grateful that God, didn't let me talk myself out of what I prayed for. And I'm telling y'all, that was a post that I put on Instagram. That was a story I put on Instagram. And that just popped in my head. Like, and that wasn't even about this. That was about my business, like my businesses. That wasn't even about this thing specifically, but it pertains to this. Like, I'm so grateful that he did not let me talk myself out of what I prayed for. And so, y'all, I cannot tell y'all how and I'm grateful because someone's not in my shoes, and then someone's in my shoes, and then someone is hella in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? They getting everything plus more. But I am grateful for where I am at. Like, I'm super grateful, and I don't take this lightly because I was struggling, y'all. I was struggling a month ago. A month ago. I was setting up meetings. Like, you can look at, I think it's like 2 or 3 videos ago. If like some videos ago, you can see where I'm telling y'all, like, I am struggling. I'm struggling. And I can't, and don't get me wrong, I didn't sit for 31 days like, Lord Jesus, please, manifesting all that. I didn't do that. Wasn't every day. Like, I wasn't on it all the time. And he still answered. No, I was not. I wasn't on it all the time. Nope. And he still answered. He did. He sure did. But I know when I said, I'm gonna be out of here, so I'm just gonna chill and do what I gotta do, that gave me peace beyond understanding. I will say that. From day one. I was like, okay. Even days when a girl would ramp it up, I'm like, oh, she wildin'. I would say what I gotta say, and then I'd be like, Lord, forgive me, because I don't want to mess up my opportunities. So I'm like, God, forgive me, and then I keep moving. So I say that to say this: whatever it is that you are struggling with, give it to God. Let go, and let God. Literally, seriously. You ain't got to be holier than thou. You don't have to be, if you can, really give it to God, really pray on it and manifest it every day, then do make that a habit. I will say that is something that I am working on. It's just a struggle. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to sleep. Sometimes I hit the snooze button. I'm not gonna lie. But, even if you don't do that, give yourself grace. Don't give up. Don't say, okay, well, I didn't do. Just give yourself grace and work on yourself. It's a daily, take it one day at a time. And if you mess up, you don't really just mess up in a sense, right? You just are, you're trying to change habits. So habits are not going to change overnight. You're not just immediately going to wake up and manifest and meditate and pray and drink your water. That's me. And drink your water and just exercise and do everything just so great and good. Because if that was the case and if it was so easy, we will all be on it. But that's not the case. So, and all these different things are different areas, different things you got to work on. So give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up. Talk positive to yourself. When you start like, oh, I didn't do this. But girl, you good though. Because we're going to get on it tomorrow. Matter of fact, let's just stop and pray right now. Like, really encourage yourself like you would your homegirl or your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? We can always give it way better than we can take it for ourselves. But you have to start being your cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? You have to start speaking that thing to yourself and saying, listen, it's going to be whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. And right now, I'm going to prepare myself as if that thing is. And if it's not, if a no come, then that means a yes is coming. That means, okay, this ain't me. This ain't mine. And be able to live with that. So anyways, and take that risk, dude. Take that risk. Go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it, because you really don't have nothing to lose. At this point in this life, what is going on in this world, we ain't got really nothing to lose. So anyways, not anyways. So thank you all for tuning in to Wednesday's Random. Don't forget to follow, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, don't forget. And again, thank you so much for following the journey with her on the Healing Brand, with her to you, and all that good jazz. And another thing, don't forget to take that risk. Don't forget. Don't bury it. Just risk it. Risk it and give it to God. You know what I mean? Give it to God. Because if he don't come through with what he said he gonna come through, which that doesn't happen, you can just go to him and be like, Lord, I thought you said this was gonna be, and just hear what he say. Because sometimes he got something way better for you than what you planned on. So risk it, give it to God, forgive yourself, be gentle with yourself, and love up on you. I heard so many things because I'm telling y'all, like, if you hollered at me a month ago, a little over a month ago, and you can go in the videos and you can see the difference. And I'm telling y'all, like, I was there. I definitely was there. I definitely was there. So I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's I know what it feels like. I know what it felt like mentally. I know what it felt like physically. I know the toll it took on me mentally. I know the toll it took on me physically. And it's really not worth it when you know what you know. And so, like, these lessons, like, I have to take, and that's another thing. Before I let you guys go, I can't keep going through this. Like, I can't keep taking myself through this mental and physical strife and then get here and be like, oh God, thank you, God. I appreciate it. This was it. Because it is taking a toll on me. And I noticed that, like, I was having anxiety attacks. Because I was so stressed out and scared to take a risk. I gave myself anxiety attacks. So the tool and the lesson that I've taken from this one is what I said when I said, you know what, I'm at peace with it. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I will be out of this situation. That right there. And then just, like I said, praying. And I'm giving it and then letting it go. Like, all right. Because I had even forgot about the situation until they called me and said, hey, we want to do this, this, and that. And I was like, oh, I don't remember that. But okay, cool. And boom. So, all right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in to Wednesday's Random. I am your girl, Her. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and continue to follow the journey. Peace.